The rain hammered against the floor-to-ceiling windows of the Sterling Enterprises boardroom, each drop a tiny percussion note in the symphony of grief that filled the room. Donovan Sterling sat at the head of the long mahogany table, his posture perfect, his Brioni suit without a single wrinkle, his face a carefully composed mask of sorrow. He looked every inch, the heir apparent, the crown prince ascending to his rightful throne. At 35, he was the spitting image of his father, the same sharp jawline, the same calculating eyes, the same air of absolute certainty that came from a lifetime of never being told no. Across from him, Caleb Sterling looked like he'd been dragged through hell and left to dry in the gutter. At 32, he was 3 years younger, but looked a decade older. His rented suit hung awkwardly on his thin frame, the fabric cheap and shiny under the harsh boardroom lights. His tie was crooked, his shoes were scuffed, and his eyes, bloodshot and hollow, told the story of a man who had spent the previous night doing exactly what everyone expected him to do, drinking himself into oblivion at some dive bar on the South Side. Between them sat Jonathan Whitmore, the family lawyer, a man so old he seemed to have been carved from the same ancient wood as the table itself. He adjusted his wire-rimmed glasses and cleared his throat, the sound like gravel shifting in a tin can. "Gentlemen," he began, his voice a dry, papery whisper, "we are here to execute the last